welcome to my channel, DB Designs and Sewing Australia. I'm Deb, and today I'm going to be doing Make 9 2023 challenge, but I'm going to be talking about 9 fabrics from my stash that I really need to use. So my first fabric, this teal stretch velvet. Teal blue, looks blue on the camera, but it's actually a teal color, or the color of the ocean when you're out really deep on a cruise ship. That is the color. And it is a stretch, it's a stretch velvet. That's the other side of it. And I've actually got 3 meters of this, and it's 150 wide, so that's actually quite a lot of fabric. It's got good stretch, good recovery, but I have got no idea what I'm going to make with this. I was originally thinking I would make a floor length wrap dress, but I have no idea where I would wear a floor length wrap velvet dress to. I've got nothing majorly on this year that I can think, wow, that'd be a great thing to make and wear. So if anyone's got any ideas about what I can make in this, and I think I bought it because I just loved the fabric, just loved it. And it's beautiful, and it makes so many different colors. And it does look like it's not a very different color depending if you're having the nap going down or up. And so my mother always taught me that the nap should go up, even though that's not as nice for smoothing your hands down your body or your dress or your outfit, but that you'll get a darker, deeper color if your nap goes up rather than down. And when it goes down, it can have a much more milky effect on it. So that's the way I've always sewn it. But I think if I did make a dress in this, I would like the nap to go down, hang it up somewhere before I make whatever I'm going to make, and test and see if it is exactly the same color in either direction. I would never cut it out in 2 different directions. I'd only ever cut out in one direction. You can see that it makes all different colors regardless. So if you were thinking, here's a selvage edge here. That's running upwards. Let's get another piece of selvage. And that's running down. So can I clip those open? I really can't see any color difference. This is the nap running down, and this is the nap running up. So probably get away with that one not having that milky effect that velvets and corduroys can have, but I still have no idea what I'm going to make with that. Okay, but I'm really open to any suggestions of what I can make with 3 meters, 150 wide. So I think the options are endless with regard to fabric quantity, but I have no idea what to make. My second one, some navy stretch suede. So I've got this stretch suede, and I've only got 1.5 meters of it. I bought it from Spotlight probably 4 years ago. Doesn't have any downward stretch, but has a bit of stretch across. So it has more comfort stretch in it than anything else, I think. Thinking that I would like to make a skirt in it. And then I watched Alex Judge, and she was showing a skirt that she made with a fabric with a really small amount of stretch in it. And it was called the Palmer skirt. And I'm not sure that's how you say it. It's by Named Patterns, so it's a Finnish pattern company. So I don't speak Finnish, so it probably doesn't even start with that letter when they say it. So, but it's PULMA, and it's a high-waisted skirt, and it's sort of got a self belt with a D-ring, and it actually looked quite good. And it's got very interesting, it doesn't really have side seams, so it's got very interesting lines in it that come from the front, and it looks like it's got an inverted triangle in the side of it rather than side seams. So I thought that actually looked quite good, and because it's 165 wide, I would have plenty of fabric to make that skirt and make it all run in the one direction. Doesn't really look like there's much difference in that either, but I would cut it out in all in the same direction. So that's another piece I need to deal with. I suspect that would be a fairly quick sew because it's a pencil skirt. Now the next thing I need to show you is some green and orange crepe that I bought from Spotlight on a whim. Not really my colours, but I had envisaged that I would make some sort of pants look okay with a white top, a greyish coloured top. You can see those other colours in there. Maybe that colour green's closer to my green. So I was thinking that I would probably make some elastic waist pants out of this. I can't imagine that I'd make a dress out of it, although I do love it. I think it's a gorgeous fabric. It's really out there, and so that's a piece of fabric I'll be using. I have got these other fabrics that would go with it. So I have got this white Georgette that I could make a really nice crossover blouse in. And I have got some green shirting. Once again, not really sure that that is my colour, but only try these things. All of those fabrics came from Spotlight at some stage. Not sure how long ago I bought them, hence they're in my stash. Now the next one I've got is a Sandwashed Cupro in a colour called Magenta Rose, and I bought this from Blackbird Fabrics probably 9 months ago, and it is such beautiful fabric. And it's one of those fabrics I'm so indecisive about what I will make in it. I haven't used it. I've got 2 meters of it. It's 135 wide. So I had thought that I would make some pants and a matching tank top. Years ago in the 90s, and we were using fabric, and I think it was called sandwashed silk. Well, it would not have been real silk because it would not have been the price of real silk. And I had like a light blue, denim-y blue colour elastic waist pants with side pockets and a matching tank top, and it always looked so nice. And I thought, I just love this fabric, and it feels just beautiful. It's so soft. Blackbird Fabrics have some really beautiful fabrics, and funnily enough, their freight to Australia is not huge. I don't know if they take up some of the cost or not, but this, and you can see that sand washed effect you get on it. It's so nice. So I do need to use it. I need to stop not using things because I think they're too precious, because what's the use of having them if you're not using them? The other thing I bought from Blackbird Fabrics at the same time, so 8 or 9 months ago, is some bamboo rib knit. Now I've got 1.5 meters of this. It's covered in fluff, and I haven't made anything with it yet. I thought I might make a long sleeve Nico top for winter time, thinking that that could go under anything with jeans. I'm going to have the over dyed coats, and I've got so many coats that anything that's a mock turtleneck, polar neck jumper, roll neck jumper, whatever you want to call it, is a really good thing to wear under a coat. So I will be making something up with that this year. Now the next thing I've got is this blue shirting. Now this is the shirting I bought to do the test run, because we won't call it a toile, because apparently men don't have toiles, they only have test runs of the shirt for my husband, and it was the Ta-Da men's troop shirt that I was going to use and see if I could get a really great fit so that my husband would be keen to have more shirts made out of this. Now I got this really cheap. It's 150 wide, so it's quite wide, and I bought 2 meters of it, so I've actually got plenty of it. Probably get something for myself out of that as well, or make a shirt for Madden out of it. A camp style shirt out of that for him as well. So that's something I will be looking forward to using. Now here's one of my great purchases. This is purple cord, or what I call violet crumble cord, and only people in Australia will know what that means, or Cadbury purple, as I think it's referred to now. I think sometimes it actually is referred to as that now. Now this, I think, is going to look different. Little creases under there. So that's the nap going up. And that's the nap going down. And I can't really see that much difference, or I would think that I need to get that straight. Maybe I can make the pants with the nap going downwards. Now the pants I will be making with this beautiful cord, one of my favourite colours, purple, is the Lander pants. I'll be making them with a zip, not with the buttons, and looking forward to making those this year. I think it will go really well with the patina blouse that I made in the crepe viscose ethereal blooms that I bought from Kristen at the Dough Society. So I'm looking forward to making those pants in winter. And the next fabric I've got is this Chinese brocade. Now I love this fabric, and I bought it when we were in China, and that's probably 6 years ago, 7 years ago. That's the back side of it. And this is the front side of it. And as you can see, it is only 75 centimeters wide. And I only bought 3 meters, foolishly. So I actually tested out to see if the McCall's dress that I showed you last, McCall's, yes, the coat dress, which would be ideal, made in brocade, if I could get it out of this much fabric, but I can't. So I don't know what I'll be making with this, but it's really lovely, really beautiful fabric, and I really want to use it.
and I just don't want to make a whole lot of skirts all the time, as I'm not a huge skirt wearer. The last but not least is my blue fur. Let's see if I can manage not to get this everywhere. Okay, so this is a selvage edge here, so the waves actually go across way, which is how I think they went in my caramel coloured one as well. So this beautiful fur, and I have decided that I probably will make a vest and not a coat. A coat would be nice. Because I've got so many coats and I actually wear sleeveless vests a bit. So I've got this beautiful fur and there's the lining fabric, and I think it's just an acetate lining that I got that matched it. Although I have got plenty of other beautiful jazzy linings that are in my stash that I could use instead. And this is, I was also going to make Phoebe the acorn vest. Now, I can't remember what the vest is called. The Love Notions acorn vest is the kids' vest. I'm not sure what the adults' vest is called, but I actually bought that pattern yesterday. So it's actually, it was on sale this weekend. So it's on sale for $5, and then I used Katrina's code, and so I got it for $4.50 US, of course. So it's $6 something Australian. So I thought that was actually a really reasonable price for a vest, and I will be making that up. I've already got the kids' acorn vest pattern, so I'll make that one for Phoebe. And this is the leftover fabric I've got in the teddy bear colour, and I'll make a vest for Adele in this one. And that's beautiful satin lining that I've got, that I put inside that coat. So I think my bespoke box from the Dahlia Society, the one with the boho theme, has arrived at work. So today is Sunday. I'll be going back to work tomorrow, Monday. Hopefully I'll have an unboxing to do. I also bought some other fabric from Kristen as well when I purchased the bespoke box. So that will be fun to open and have a look. Boho theme, very interesting. So I can't wait for that. Please, I can see I've got stuff all over me, threads all over me. Oh, before I go, what I'm wearing. I am wearing, this is called the Canvas Set by Merchant and Mills. I'll insert a photo. And I made the dress. The fabric is Atelier Brunette, and it's called Stardust Forest, and it's a double gauze. I won't say it's the easiest fabric to work with, and it does fray a lot. That only took 1¼ meters to make. So it does have a back yoke. Yes, it's got a back yoke, short sleeves. Next time I make it, I've actually got a blue top that I did as a toile, which worked out really big because I must have done, and I'm just referring to my book here, I have everything written in here. The one thing I hadn't been writing in it was a date. I remember when I made this one, and it's actually got a border print on it as well. It was really very, very wide. It says I made, oh, so no, I made the 18, because weirdly I make stuff that's too big for me. I don't know why I would think it was a size 18. So I made a size 18 as a toile, and I had to do 4 centimetre seam allowances. It's the only way I could bring it in. Probably should have just recut it, but and it says next time I'll make a 14. And so this one is a size 14. So, and to me that fits perfectly well. The only thing I would probably like is for the sleeves to be a little bit longer, and that's only to cover up my old arms. So no amount of exercise fixes that.
I might put those fabrics all in a special place so that when I'm thinking of what can I make, I'm looking in that batch of fabrics first, although it does make all my cubby holes look quite empty over there. I might make one that's just for those. Not the fur. The fur has to go into the special Maya bag that I've got so that it doesn't get crap everywhere. Because the amount of, it's stuck all over me now. So that'll be a nightmare to cut out, but well worth it when it's finished. Whatever you make in fur must be fully lined and have no bits where I don't know if you could overlock fur. I'm assuming you could. Yeah, you could, but that's still going to make a hell of a mess, and you're still going to have bits coming off it. You're better off seal it all up inside in your lining. So please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time when hopefully I have got I know my named pattern has come from Cloth Edit, and I should have also received my bespoke box from the Dahlia Society. So talk to you all then. Bye.